In this video, I will be showing how to configure the DC link for our multi-axis drive system containing the X, Y, and Z interpolating axes and the spindle in our CNC system example project. In the drive views screen, we can see that the motors and motor modules for each axis have been configured appropriately, but the DC link still has warning icons. This is also evident in the projects tree. So first, click on DC link within the projects tree, and then go to the DC link properties tab. Because the four axes were created within the same multi-axis drive system, they are already assigned to the same DC link. This is clear on this screen. Underneath summary, it states that there are 4 assigned axes, and underneath the DC link assignment, these axes are the X, the Y, the spindle, and the Z axis. So the DC link assignment is complete, but we still need to carry out the rest of the configuration. Click Next to move to the DC link Power tab. The DC link Power tab is where we can create groups for certain axes and assign concurrency factors for each group. The Power Suitability section on the right calculates the mean and max power for the DC link based on how we group the axes and what concurrency factors we use. The spindle is separate from the X, Y, and Z axes, which interpolate together in our CNC system example. Therefore, we are going to place the spindle into its own group by first clicking New Group and then clicking on the Move Axis to Another Group button next to Spindle. This now places the spindle into its own group. The standard machine tool coincidence factor for 3 interpolating path axes is 0.5. So change the DC mean power concurrency factor for group 1 to 0.5. Making this change slightly decreases the total mean power listed under power suitability. Now that we have appropriately grouped the axes within the DC link, click Next to move to the line module selection screen. Underneath application requirements for the line module, it is noted that our drive system requires a continuous power of 19.1 kilowatts and a maximum power of 35.8 kilowatts. The second option under available line modules provides a continuous power of 24 kilowatts and a maximum power of 48 kilowatts. Select this option and hit the Select Line Module button. The speedometer icon under Suitability just means that the power rating is slightly different than the catalog rating because of the specific line voltage we are using. Now that we have selected a suitable line module, click Next. There are a few options we can add to the selected SmartLine module within the Configure tab of the DC link. For now, leave these options unchanged and click Next. We are now looking at the DC link Arrangement tab. This is a visual depiction of how the DC link components will be physically arranged. TST automatically arranges the components by highest current on the left to lowest current on the right. You can rearrange the components by selecting one and then clicking the arrow buttons above. There are also 2 drop-down sections with other features. In the Additional Components drop-down, you can add a braking module, and in the Dimensioning Specifications drop-down, you can specify limits based on where the modules are going to be installed, for example, a known cabinet space. Values put into these fields will also show up in the geometry suitability section on the right side of the screen, and these values are directly compared to the actual dimensions of the current arrangement. Underneath this section is the reinforced DC link bridges section. There is currently a warning message that we do not have the minimum number of reinforced DC link bridge packs. To add the reinforced DC link bridges, click on this button here. Now we see that this requirement has been satisfied. That takes care of the DC link arrangement section. Click Next to go to the 24-volt bus bars tab. This section is for adding appropriate 24-volt connectors between each module in the arrangement. TST is telling us that currently none of our devices can be connected to a 24-volt supply. The easiest way to satisfy this requirement is by clicking the Generate 24-volt Standard Arrangement button. TST automatically adds the appropriate connectors and nothing else needs to be done. Looking at the project tree, we see that there is still an active information message for the newly added line module. This message says, if you are driving with a higher than rated power for longer times, you need to check for overload. Now that we have read this message, we can dismiss it by clicking the settings icon and do not show message again button. We have now fully configured the DC link for the multi-axis drive system, and that will conclude this video.